I'll tell you a white guy that wasn't invisible about my age. Guy named Martin Gugino or Gugino. You know, the old white guy that was pushed down in Buffalo, New York, right? Gugino, I guess is his name. He's a football fan. And in the reports, he's a mild-mannered bachelor and a native of Buffalo, New York, who came back to his hometown, Buffalo, a couple of years ago to care for his sick mother, who eventually died. And the other thing about Martin, he's a seasoned peacenik who, according to the New York Times, in a lifetime of protests has taken part in demonstrations against military drones, climate change, nuclear weapons, and police brutality. Soul brother Martin. Hey, Martin, I know you. You know me. We're never going to meet, bro, but I know you. He's a football fan, yeah. The one thing he is not, however, according to the people who knew him, is what the orange ape son of a bitch bastard Trump suggested he was on Twitter Tuesday morning. What he is not is a wily Antifa provocateur. Antifa, that's the new word. That's a made-up word about anti-fascist. If you're anti-fascist, you're a provocateur, you're Antifa. It has that kind of foreign, maybe Latin American kind of sound to it, right? Antifa, ¿qué pasa? This is what the orange ape tweeted Tuesday morning. Buffalo protester shoved by police could be an Antifa provocateur. 75-year-old Martin Gugino was pushed away after appearing to scan police communications in order to black out the equipment. That's according to One America News that I watched. And he fell harder than he was pushed. Was aiming a scanner. Could it be a setup? This rancid fucker, I'll tell you, you think Fox News should be removed from planet Earth? This new one, this One America News, it makes Fox News look almost rational. But that's Trump's new TV show. Now the tweet, which was total bullshit. The tweet from the orange ape raced across the internet all day. Even as Mr. Gugino, God damn it, how do you pronounce his name? I guess I'll just call him by his first name. How's that? Martin. Even as Martin was still in a hospital recovering from a serious head wound, a concussion that he sustained last Thursday night. You saw the video when 2 police officers in Buffalo shoved him to the ground at a demonstration. And the demonstration was in protest of the police killing of George Floyd. Irony, thy name is police brutality all of a sudden, right? And that cell phone video. Thank God for iPhones, huh? Or cell phones, or... That cell phone video of the encounter has now been seen by millions of people. And finally led to charges being filed against these 2 fucking cops, these 2 brutal assholes, last Saturday. In the video, Martin could be seen in front of the police with what seems to be a cell phone in his hand. 2 of the officers shove him and he falls backward, cracking his head against the ground. Blood seeps out of his right ear. And then the dirty fucking militaristic, scummy, goddamn, I hate them cops walk right past him to serve and protect. You lying son of a bitches, you. You're there to intimidate and torture and brutalize and bully boy. You dirty fuckers. So Trump's tweet on Tuesday. appeared to accuse Martin of having instigated or even faked the encounter. And it's not the first time Trump has sought to blame Antifa, which is nothing. It's a loose word that describes anti-fascist activists. I am fucking Antifa, you orange ape. And 99% of the people listening to this podcast are Antifa, you dumb son of a bitch. All right, calm down, Malloy. And this orange ape and his sycophants and his brown shirts have tried to place anti-fascism and other so-called outside agitators at the center of these protests as a way to delegitimize them, of course, and deflect from the fact that the majority of the demonstrations have been peaceful and what the demonstrators are demonstrating against. Fascism, this filthy pig Trump, this brutality that comes from cops. What the fuck is wrong with these officers? To serve and protect? I bet you all sit around the station house and laugh about that shit, right? Yeah, hey, I'm going to go out and club somebody and, I'll be serving them and protecting them, right? Ha ha. I'm tired. And we're back. So I'm talking about Martin Gugino. Gugino, maybe it's Gugino. I'm just calling him Martin, the tall, lanky, older man who was pushed down by Buffalo police and his head cracked open, bleeding, and these filthy fucking cops just walking right past him, looking at him like he's a bag of trash on the street, looking at him as if he were a black man. And Mr. Gugino, Martin, is not a black man. He's a white man. You would think, wouldn't you, that the cops would have stopped and at least checked to see how badly he was injured as the blood flowed around his goddamn head? So Trump, this filthy pig, this orange ape, took to his favorite outlet, Twitter, and tried to label this old man as a provocateur from Antifa, that organization of, I don't know what, communists, murderers, thugs, immigrants, black folk, out-of-control Jews. Who knows what they are, but they're awful. They're coming for your guns. They're coming for your daughters. They're coming for you. Sons of bitches. And as the Times reports, even by what passes for this orange ape's standards, he doesn't have any, but let's use the word, Trump appeared to test the boundaries of credulity by trying to brand a retired 70-plus-year-old computer program specialist as a provocateur for Antifa. But Trump is the most ignorant son of a bitch ever. He doesn't know that those people who are most active in the anti-fascist movement, which would be the anti-Trump movement, are young people. They're not old geezers like this guy or me. They're young people. I wonder if Trump understands that some of these Antifa activists practicing a tactic that has been labeled black bloc, B-L-O-C, black bloc. They've been known to dress like ninjas and wear masks or balaclavas during protests while shattering windows and scuffling with the police. Antifa. They're wearing a balaclava? Ask Trump what that is. Isn't that some kind of pastry? But Trump's tweet was based on a report by this filthy clutch of political whores called One American News Network, Trump's new go-to network when he wants conspiracy theories and horse shit. cable television channel. Anyway, One America News Network, you dirty bastards. One fascist news network. Anyway, it claimed that Martin Gugino had been trying to knock out the police officers' radios with his cell phone. Which is just goddamn insane. Martin Gugino has said since that assault that he uses his cell phone to call people. Or I guess to take photos. Use it to knock out police officers' radios? Oh my God. Anyway, One fascist news network, or as they call themselves, One America, you fuckers are no more America than Putin is. As a matter of fact, they have people working there who have worked in Russian propaganda. And they call themselves One American News Network. This is one of the fifth columns inside the United States run by Vladimir Putin and his gang of gangsters. But anyway, the influence of that nest of fascist fuckers are beginning to echo, according to the New York Times, at the highest levels of American politics. A little background on that. It's based in San Diego. Was founded in 2013 by a fascist pig named Robert Herring, who is a California businessman, it says here, who made a fortune in the tech industry. The network rallied behind Trump in the 2016 election, and its coverage increasingly shifted to cheerleading on behalf of the Orange Ape and his fascist administration. Keep them in mind. One, and then in parentheses, let's put, they say One America, parentheses, fascist, close parentheses, news network. And there are other conspiracy theories that are bouncing around now about Martin Gugino on social media. Among them is that the blood leaking from his ear or his head or wherever it was fake. Yeah, just like those 22 children. Was it 22? 20 little first graders who were butchered in Connecticut. Those were all actors. None of that happened. This is the kind of filth and shit that these lying fascist fuckers put out, and every one of them should be thrown out of the country. First Amendment rights for these pig fuckers? Are you kidding me? No. Free speech, you irresponsible, murderous son of a bitches, you. But this is what happens. You know this. This is not lecture time from your humble and obedient servant here, but you know how these fascist organizations use the principles found in our Constitution to beat us up with until the time comes when they take the Constitution and fucking burn it. Free speech. Hey, Truth Seekers, Mike Malloy here. While you're sheltering in place and practicing safe social behavior, probably catching up on the Malloy cast, remember, we have a new weekly program just for our patron supporters. There are other thank you gifts for your support. Remember, visit MikeMalloy.com and click on the big patron link on the main page. You can't miss it, and we can't do without you.